Hi everybody, welcome to the Crafty Corner. I'm Katrina. We're going to be making us some military bow today. So I have this blue and white striped ribbon, the red and white striped ribbon, and we're going to use this white satin ribbon. Alright. So I'm going to bring you down where you can see, and we're going to use this, using our bow dabber. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is put my pipe cleaner in there. You can use pipe cleaner, you can use ribbon, you can use, I like the bow wire that comes with this, but I ran out of it, so I'm going to have to order some more. But in the meantime, we're going to use these. Okay. Now, this ribbon is the same on both sides, so you don't have to twist. Alright, your Chanel stem or your pipe cleaner goes in the long way. Okay. Not the short way, the long way. Alright, and then you just tuck it under. Your ribbon goes in the short way. So we need to decide how long we want our tail to be. I think right about, I usually go to the end of my spinner here on both sides so that it's even. Now I don't measure. Alright, but I'm just going to take my bow dabber, and I usually hold the roll in my hand unless I have to do the twisting. If I have to twist it, then I don't hold it. Right, and I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. I want my bow to hang right off the edge of the bow dabber here on both sides. Alright, so I'm just going to flip that around. I bend mine to where I have it centered here to slide it in. And measure the same way. Okay, now, if you want to know if your bows are even, you can pull them up. And measure them on both sides. Alright, we're just going to flip this over. Put it in. Get as even as you can. You want your bows to be the same length. Now, how much ribbon you use will determine how fluffy your bow is going to be. Alright, right now I have 2 loops on each side, but those are not enough loops for me. And you just keep flipping it back and forth. Now, my first tail is on this side, so I know I need 1 more loop. And that will give me 4 loops on each side. Alright, and then I want my tail same size right here on the end. So I'm just going to cut it right there. Alright, and I'm going to leave this right inside. Now, if you have your bow dabber wand, you can slide it in. And push your bow down. Alright, now we're going to take our red and do the same thing. I want my tail the same length, so I'm going to pull it right to the end of my tray here. It is the same on both sides. So we're just going to loop. And I'm going to make my loops just a hair smaller than the blue ones. And this will be our last loop. We'll do 3 on each side of these. And the same thing with our end. Just going to pull it right here to the end of the Now for our satin ribbon, we're going to do the same thing. It is the same on both sides. Now remember, this one is not wired, but we're going to do something a little bit different with this one. The first thing I'm going to do is just cut that off. And we're going to loop this the same way. Just loop, drop. But I'm going to make this a little bit longer than the other tails. I know you're saying, oh, your loops are going to be floppy. Well, all of these are going to be tails when we're done. Alright, so, and I just want 3. And I'm going to cut this on that end. Alright, now once you've decided how many loops you want, and remember, your tails have to end on opposite sides in order for you to have the same amount of loops on each side. If your tail is ending on the same side that you started, you're going to have an uneven number of loops. Alright, I'm just going to take my chenille stem here and pull that side through. And I'm going to pull the other side through. Now, some people like to tie theirs off while it's here. I do not. I take it out because it's just easier for me to handle it if I have it out, and to make sure my chenille stem is in the middle. Alright, and I twist, give it a real tight twist. Let's untwist that. That's too far down. I'll slide that back down this way so that there we go. Alright, and then I'm going to take this and wind it around to the other side. Alright, and this is what we got so far. Alright, now you can tie it onto something to work with it, but I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. Alright, make sure you have a good pair of scissors. These are excellent scissors. All right, and the first thing I'm going to do is cut my white loops. Same thing with this side. All right. So your white loops should be hanging just like tails. So you have red tails, blue tails, and all your white tails. Okay. Also going to twist this in the back so that we have some leverage here. All right, so we have our red tail and all the red ribbons. Okay, and there's our blue tail. I'm going to pull it down with the rest. All right, and here's all our blue ribbons. Remember, we have 4 of those. And don't be scared to pull that ribbon down. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And remember, all I'm doing right now is pulling the ribbons apart. I'm not fluffing them yet. And you can pull these. All right, we're going to pull our ribbon down with the other tails. Pull this red and white tail down. All right, and then we're going to pull the blue ones apart. All right, now what I like to do is tie it to something so that I can hold on to it. For the sake of the video, though, we're just going to leave it right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull my satin ribbon down to where I want it. I'm going to separate them some. All right, and then I'm gonna fluff out the red and whites, and then I'll fluff the blue ones out. This is what our bow is looking like so far. All right, now we're going to cut our dovetails, ducktails, fishtails, whatever the flavor of the week is, that's what we're going to do. And you want to get them as even as possible. So, good pair of scissors, because I told y'all before, I don't like those crazy ends on mine. So we're going to cut the red side, and I'm going to do both of those at the same time, because I want them to be the same length. Not too long, not too short. Okay. Let's try this side one more time, because for some reason I didn't have it in my hand. Alright, and then our blue ones. Okay. Alright, and this is what our bow is looking like. Very pretty. Like I said, you can put as many tails on it as you would like. And there are a lot of mom vets out there, y'all, that would love a gift themed with a honorable military bow. All right. So make sure you tell me what you think in the comments. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome to the Crafty Corner. We are very happy to have you here. Now, the longest part of bow making is fluffing it out. Let me put this on underneath so it matches the other side. Just gonna pull that down through and pull these over. Okay, so here's our bow. Okay. So that is how I make my bows for the military bow theme. And like I said, the longest part of the process is fluffing the bow. So of course I will fluff this one some more once I get it on the gift. But in the meantime, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Be blessed and be a blessing.